People do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things. And that's what you're doing this weekend. You're doing an extraordinary thing that will indeed help you to become extraordinary in your own way.
The best part about boot camp is the students being allowed to sort of figure out and discover who they are. It's about their vocational discernment in a way. They're figuring out who they are in college to begin with, but they're also figuring out how to best present themselves to other people. And that's the best part of boot camp, is getting to unlock that part of them that's inside.
Arthur Ashe once said, "The key to success is self-confidence, and the key to self-confidence is preparation." And the Edge Career Boot Camp epitomizes that quote by Arthur Ashe. What we do is to prepare our students and give them the opportunity to learn career skills that they will have for life.
What they're doing right now is exactly what I had to use during my first job interview. From to knowing your story, what direction you want to go in, how to share that, whether it's in an interview setting or in a networking setting.
When they walk out of this door, I hope they know something more about themselves than when they walked in. And I think that's the number one priority, and I think the secondary priority is that they know something about somebody else that they didn't know walking in. Being an important storyteller is going to carry through life, whether it's telling a story about themselves or about somebody else, and I think these are skills that are going to last a lifetime.
I hope they build their confidence. I hope that they feel more confident in social settings. I also hope that they build their soft skills, because I think professionalism and soft skills is really what differentiates people in the workplace. And as they're entering the workplace, that's what I want them to focus on.
There's been a lot of people that I saw around campus that I never really had the chance to speak to, but being here kind of, I don't know, not only forced me to speak with them, but also let me know that there are people that I have a lot more in common with than I thought. Some really cool people that helped me along the way, like especially with the stories.
My favorite part of boot camp is watching my fellow students do the Tell Your Story seminars, because I remember just how nervous I was when I started that, and also how rewarding it is to be able to go out after you complete that seminar and be able to confidently tell your story to potential employers. And you never know, because you never know when you're going to get hired.
I really enjoyed learning how to tell my story. Obviously, you're telling about your life, so you know kind of what you're talking about already, but learning how to make it concise and clear, and how to express your goals by telling your past has been really helpful.
This experience has really given me the confidence to tell my story, and everyone has a story, and sometimes it's just hard to find it, and this experience has really helped me to do that.
Telling my story was a big thing for me. I don't really like to talk, but when I got here, that was the first thing they said. It's all about me, and I was like, so that was a big thing for me. But once I left here, I felt more confident about telling my story.
My favorite part of boot camp would have to be the interview process. I love seeing about 150 students come in the morning, and they're super nervous, and after their second and third interview, they feel like they've learned something, they've grown as an individual, and they feel more relaxed. You can definitely see them in the morning where they're just tense and uptight, and then after the third interview, they're ready for the reception tonight, and they're ready to truly make connections.
I really enjoyed the mock interviews just because I think I learned a lot. And once boot camp was finished and I had to actually go into a real life interview, I felt very prepared. But I really enjoyed the networking event too, because I had the opportunity to meet a lot of employers and build relationships that I still have today.
Very rarely do you have the opportunity to tell someone who just interviewed with you, you know what, you bombed this interview and here's why. This is a great opportunity for our interviewers, who are all professionals in their own right, to be able to say to somebody, here's some honest feedback about how you can make yourself more appropriate during an interview process.
When I was at this stage, I waited until probably the summer of my senior year to get my resume together, to get my stuff together, really. Where they have a head start. They're taking the opportunity to leave campus, participate in something for 2 days, receive the feedback, practice now versus waiting when you have that first job interview.
You never know when you're going to get that job of a lifetime. You could be in Starbucks getting coffee and meet your potential future employer, and they want to hire you because you were able to tell your story, or you were at a dinner party and you had great manners and that stuck out, or you just really looked confident and you knew how to dress the part. And boot camp does all of that for you, and it really shows you how to be ready to go into the workforce and get hired.
The Edge Career Boot Camp would not be possible without the unwavering support of our corporate and individual sponsors, our presenters, and of course, all of our alum, faculty, and staff that come and spend 2 days of their time volunteering to support our students. And of course, our amazing students are here and getting an opportunity of a lifetime.